Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm a little late on this. We have less than 2 days remaining in the polls, which, by the way, if the Twitter Blue thing does actually happen, and only Blue subscribers can vote in polls, I don't know what these are going to look like anymore. Because I think the only way to see results is to vote, and if you can't vote, then you can't see results as they're unfolding, and that means I can't make these videos anymore. Let alone the fact that it would be catastrophic to the actual, you know, returning process of banners that people care about. But that's a discussion for another time. Anywho, we are looking at the new Forging Bonds Revival. We have a current one going on, obviously, and when that happens, they pop up the next ones. So currently, who we have here is the Ascended Merida banner, the Letizia banner, which also has Ascended Florina. I guess they made Letizia the front runner for reasons. Weave of Fate, which is Choose Your Legends, and then also the Rearmed Leaf banner. And there was a lot of discussion as to whether or not the Rearmed hero would win or the Brave heroes would win. I took the stance that it was probably pretty close, but ultimately I thought that the Rearmed heroes would win, just because I thought they added more value. That's kind of what's happening. This is what you can see here. The distributions are about the same, right? So it's like stair steps, basically. Very wonky stair steps. But the distribution's basically the same, right? But it doesn't go by percentages, okay? It goes by numbers, which is why I have broken it down all for you. So as of the recording, there was 17,129 votes on the EN Twitter, and 10,600 and I think 10 at the time when I pulled the numbers on the JP Twitter. Yes. So we've had one additional JP vote, but it probably won't make a difference. So this is what we have, right? Listed in order, as expected. Just under 30,000 total votes. Pretty crazy, right? Overall, a very narrow margin, but it looks like the Letizia and More is going to make a return over the Ascended Merida banner, which is due to be removed from the 4 polling options. And then we have Weave of Fate also returning. Not so narrowly, though. Rearmed Leaf has like a 3,000 point lead, which is kind of crazy. But obviously the two big winners here, barely any votes here. Barely any votes there. But the two big winners obviously are Brave Heroes and then also Rearmed Leaf. And I think overall utility-wise, Rearmed Heroes offer a lot more than Brave Heroes. But, you know, it's still two really solid banners against two slightly more mediocre banners, if I'm being blunt about it. Now, what becomes real interesting is not so much this poll, but the next poll. And I'm not just talking about, you know, the Twitter Blue changes and how only you have to pay to vote from here on out because the bots are just too much. Here we have 2 more Rearmed heroes and 2 Ascended heroes in the same banners entering the fray. So pretty nuts, pretty crazy. This, I had to go back and double check that these actually came out back to back. They did. This was I think November. No, yes, this was November. And this one was October, which is kind of crazy. So what we're going to be looking at for the next voting group is this. This is our next voting group, right here. I'm just gonna say this one's a done deal. Okay. There is no shot that that one is coming back. Okay, it's just not. Sorry to Ascended Florina fans. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. It's just not. Outside of that, a little bit complicated, right? So we have Brave Heroes, and then we have 2 rearmed banners that also feature Ascended heroes. I mean, what do you want to do here? Robin, who, you know, made the top 8 for Hero Rises. Gangloat, who did not. But there's a Tiki on it, okay? So, like, the only thing I know for certain is that the Letizia banner is getting the X, okay? That's not happening. Brave Heroes lost to what is the current rearmed banner, right? So, I mean, are they gonna lose to this one? I don't know. It's curious. It's very curious. The really wild part is that after this, the next banner, the one that I looked up, which is going to be accompanied by an additional new banner, but the next one is it's going to have rearmed Ophelia. So that one's going to be even crazier, because at that point, presumably, you will potentially have Brave Heroes and then a rearmed Ophelia banner. If I had to take a guess, I would say that more than likely the rearmed Robin banner is going to win next time. That's just my assumption. I would assume that this banner is going to win, and that you would have this and this returning. But how long can Brave Heroes hold out? Probably until Golden Week, when we have, you know, Brave banner reruns or something along those lines. And then people will maybe stop caring as much. Or I think they typically do reruns of Brave banners also around August before the new ones come out. Oh, that might put us in that timeline. So there's a strong possibility if trends continue with rearmed heroes winning. We may not see a rerun of the Brave banner, which would be kind of crazy. But hey, I'm just along for the ride. I don't even know if I'll be able to vote next time. So that is what it is. But this is pretty much what it's looking like now. So save up if you're planning on re-polling or polling for the first time for the rearmed Leaf banner. That will come soon-ish in the next couple months. We'll find out on April 10th, very soon. This one's coming back in May, so it's almost here. Anywho, that's it for this video. I hope you appreciated it and you learned something fun, because numbers are fun. Yay numbers. Anywho, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.